Hey guys, Mr. BXRP here, and welcome back. Today is August 10th of 2020, and got quite a bit to talk about, so let's just jump right into it. I am looking at the market cap. The market cap's at 368 billion, almost 369 billion. Today is one of those rare days in digital assets that I think is a very big day. I'm not saying that prices are going to go ballistic, but I'm saying it's an important day, and I'm going to talk about that in just a moment. But we'll look at the prices first. Bitcoin is at 11,886. I think it went above 12,000 sometime late last night. Ethereum's at 395. XRP is just under 30 cents. Chainlink is on the move, as everyone knows. It's up 58% on the 7-day. So it's really going crazy. It's at $13.58. So I remember people talking about getting into Chainlink back when it was $2 in the XRP community. So kudos to those people who made a big score. I hope people are taking profits or doing whatever they think they need to do. There's another asset out there that was going bonkers. I mean, I think it might have been up 500% in the last week or month. It's called Zap. I don't know anything about it, so I'm not recommending it. I don't know anything about it, but everyone's talking about it. They're saying they're making all kinds of crazy money. But what goes up sometimes must come down, so be careful when you get into something that's already pushing hard. But it'll be interesting to learn what that project is, because I really don't know anything about it. All right, moving on. This from Mickey B. Fresh, who's at Mr. Fresh Time on Twitter. New Grayscale Trust commercial. Store value is simply the first attempt to appeal to the masses. In due time, it will be about the use case, and that's where value will flow towards XRP, the standard. Hashtag zero doubt. Okay, 30-second commercial, guys. Watch this commercial. This is a big deal. Okay, we're going to talk a lot about this. And play.
Tools, cattle, grain, even shells represented value. Then currency came along. They made it out of copper, gold, silver, wampum. Soon people decided to put all that value into a piece of paper, then proceeded to wave goodbye to value, printing unlimited amounts of money as they passed the buck to the future. That's why it's time for digital currency and your investment in the Grayscale Fund. Go digital. Go Grayscale.
All right, so today's a big day because Grayscale is starting their commercial blitz, and they're running these commercials, I believe, on CNBC, Fox Business, and a couple of other places that maybe it was Bloomberg, a lot of other places where the financial people are going to be watching. So this is, this is huge because we're going to see Wall Street's here, guys. I mean, this space has been built by technical people. And technical people are the people who've been explaining to us what we're investing in. Finally, the sales department has just shown up. Wall Street is the sales department. They're going to get out there and sell it. As a digital asset investor has been saying for years, they won't talk good about digital assets until they figure out a way to get paid. And they did. And now it's a great idea. In my thumbnail, I talk about lies and FUD and all this other stuff. And the reason why is all of the garbage that we had to hear from people from Wall Street, like Jamie Dimon, who said he would fire anybody who ever dealt in Bitcoin, and even Warren Buffett, which was, Bitcoin was rat poison squared. And meanwhile, he's investing in Bank of America like there's no tomorrow. I'm not saying it has anything to do with digital assets, but we know Bank of America and Ripple are partners. And if you don't believe it, go pull some Bank of America patents, because they've got Ripple all over them. So we've seen the patents. We know they're partners. Listen, Wall Street's here. Okay, so what does that mean? Well, it means new investors, right? So new investors are going to finally say, well, wait a second now, there must be something to these digital assets. If the big boys are saying there is, there must be. So now the people who weren't sure or weren't believing it, especially the older people, the people, I don't want to pick an age group, but the older people who were more of the stock generation, now they might say, well, wait a second, now maybe I have to look at this. And here's the funny thing. In the last bull run, now I've counted, one time I sat down and counted all the people I got invested in XRP, my family and friends. And listen, I never tell anybody on my channel to buy XRP. I'm not telling you guys to buy XRP. I'm not telling you to buy anything except my neighbor, John. John, if you're listening, I've been telling you for over a year, okay? hit the look at the Coinbase in the description of this video. Go to the link, John. You need to do something now. Sorry, guys, that message was for John. I see him multiple times a week. He keeps telling me he's going to do it, and he needs to. Anyway, moving back to it. In the last bull run, okay, the last bull run of 17-18, it started in December of 17. It ran through January of 18. We saw XRP go from 23 cents to $3.84 in 27 days. Okay, for those that were there, congratulations. You've experienced a bull run. You know what it feels like. You know what to do the next time. For those of you who weren't there, which is probably the majority of you, oh boy, are you guys in for something. It's like going all in on a poker bet that lasted 27 days, okay? It's frightening, it's crazy, it's exciting, it's scary. You make a lot of money, you lose a lot of money if you don't take profits. But here's my point. During that last run-up, it was so hard to buy XRP. Like you know, you had to buy Bitcoin in one place, transfer it somewhere else, then buy your XRP, then keep it there or move it somewhere. It was ridiculous. What it would take for us to explain to somebody how to buy XRP would take us at least 2 hours. And then we ended up having to do it for them. And in some cases, our parents couldn't do it themselves because they couldn't figure it out, and we had to buy it for them. It was a nightmare. So back when it was a nightmare and there were hardly any places to go to buy it, it went to 384. If the people, now here's the thing, of the 20, let's say 23 people that I originally got invested in XRP, none of them are doing what I do every day, watching the news, talking about it, obsessed by it, all this crazy stuff, right? None of them, none of the people I got involved. The people that got me involved are, but none of the people I got involved are as into it as I am. So let's say there's 23 people. Once those 23 people see Grayscale's commercials and start to see that Wall Street's come to town, they're going to want to get back into it. Okay, because they're still holding it. My people are still holding it. So if they're still holding it and want to get back into it, who's to say we can't get back to the last all-time high just from the existing people? Forget about who Wall Street's bringing to the party. And now that it's easier to buy, right? And in some cases, it's much cheaper. I mean, some people that I got in late and got in at $2. Some got in at, most of them got in around 70 cents. But, the point is, just those existing people that are already in, if they start to fill their bags more, we could easily see all-time high. We could easily see all-time high doubled, not to mention all the new people coming. This is exciting. Now listen, it's not going to happen overnight. It's going to build up. You're going to start to see more commercials, more people talking about it. I'm not here for a bull run, but a bull run is probably going to happen before we see the utility kick in of XRP. We know XRP is a different beast. We know it's a different animal. We know it's going to solve a different problem. We know it's going different places. However, having said that, I think we'll probably see a bull run before it happens. And if we see a bull run, I have a plan. And I suggest you have a plan. Okay, so it's very, very important. So Wall Street lied to us for years and years. They said it was garbage. Now they're coming to the party. You need to be absolutely ready to go. And I keep telling you guys this: plan, be ready to go. Okay, so make sure all your verifications are in place on all your exchanges, all your tax information if they need it. Get on your exchanges. If you need to practice and cash out $5 on exchange just to be sure it works, do it. I don't want to beat a dead horse. I just want you guys to be ready. Okay, moving on. Congratulations to Bradley Kimes. Brad got an interview with Miguel Valles, who actually not only answered some great questions about XRP, but he also announced that he was taking on the position as the COO of Link2, which is the company that sells the private shares of fintech companies. So congrats to Miguel. Congrats to Bradley for getting the interview, which is fantastic. Listen, I know Brad. Brad's a friend of mine. I talk to Brad a lot, and Brad, I will tell you guys, is one of the hardest working people in this space when it comes to delivering information and content. And man, he deserved this interview, and I think that's probably why Miguel gave it to him. So I congratulate Brad. If you're not following Brad, I don't know why you wouldn't be. Follow him on Twitter. Subscribe to his channel. He's a hardworking guy. He gets a lot more technical than I can about the space, but he's got the bandwidth to do it. I don't. But man, that was a great interview. You guys can watch the interview on his channel. One of the things that I liked most about the interview, I mean, obviously Miguel said he was still zeroed out, which was fantastic. But one of the things I liked is he said XRP is in pole position. I just love that he said that. I mean, it's in pole position. That's just fantastic. I mean, he has not lost his enthusiasm for XRP. Whatever happened at Ripple happened at Ripple. For whatever reason, it was time for him to leave. What I think is interesting is, you know, Hard Yakka, right? Hard Yakka is Greg Kidd's company. Greg Kidd, look at all these companies Greg Kidd has invested in. You know, what I find interesting, 150 companies since 2010. What I find interesting is Miguel went from one Greg Kidd invested company, because Greg Kidd invested in Ripple, to the Link2 company, which Greg Kidd has invested in too. So apparently somebody knew that Miguel was the right fit for that company, and I'm assuming that they helped him, you know, get in there, and that's what that's all about. But that's very exciting. There was a article came out today. Ripple executive Miguel Valles joins Link2. Link2 is pleased to announce the addition to our team. I posted this on my Twitter. If anybody wants to go to it, there's a whole story about it. And even actually, Greg Kidd was quoted in here. Let's just see if it opens up fast enough. I'll give you guys a quick blurb of what Greg Kidd maybe had to say about it. This was by Cision PR Newswire. I don't know what that is. Let's see here. Let's see. I know I saw something from Greg Kidd in here. Let's see. All right, well, Miguel is a wonderful addition to the Link2 team, said Greg Kidd, a strategic advisor and investor in Link2. His management experience during Ripple's hyper growth phase will be invaluable to Link2 as he looks to substantially expand over the next 12 to 18 months. All right, so they have big plans, and they're going to have Miguel do it. Congratulations to them. Congratulations to Miguel. I think that's fantastic. Okay, moving on. David Schwartz had posted this on Twitter yesterday, and he posted it to me and Mike V at XRP. Just saw your question a few months ago about transaction fees on XRPL. To a first approximation, if there's X transactions per ledger, you have to pay more than X minus 1 transactions. But here's the glory details. The reason why I'm showing you this, he goes into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He goes into 8 different tweets explaining how transaction fees are charged when it comes to transactions on the XRP ledger, to which my response to him was this: thank you, David, for the explanation. I'm going to need 2 aspirins and a cartoon explainer video to understand it. I will just continue to assume you helped design it absolutely perfectly. Best to you and yours. Honestly, I didn't understand a word he said. I don't get it. I don't speak tech, which brings me back to, and thank you. I thank him for sending it to me. He's a great guy, and I'm sure I could get him to dumb it down so I can understand it, and I'd love to talk to him again and be able to get him to explain some things to me. But it's cool that he's willing to talk to us out in the community and explain things. I know there's people out there that do understand it. I don't get it. I really just don't. I'm not going to tell you guys I do. It's just way, way, way beyond me. All right, Ian Northing posted this, and this was from Pantera Capital. It said, CEO from Pantera Capital said, XRP is one of the few cryptocurrencies that'll be really important 10 years from now, okay? Keep that in mind. I'm going to read you this one, and then I want to have another conversation with you. This one was from, and I can't say this person's first name. I don't know if it's Kwei or Quo Wang. I've learned over the years that judging an early stage crypto project based on system design is hubris. You can weed out scams, but you can't identify excellence. Just focus on the team, the traction numbers, and how unique it feels. Startup is a competition of will, not cleverness. Okay, so here's what I want to talk to you guys about. And I have done this before, but man, there are so many new people. And by the way, I just hit 16,000 subscribers. So thank you guys. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe today. Please, 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 okay? But what I want to tell you is this. I just jumped over to Coin Paprika, and they don't show how many projects there are, and CoinMarketCap does. CoinMarketCap is showing over 6,000 projects in the crypto space, okay? You guys have to spend your time looking for the winners. You got to look at the teams. 6,000 projects are not going to make it. I mean, I think this gentleman here, I think from Pantera, said it was he thought maybe 10 or 20 were going to make it. And I think he's probably right. And the problem is these other ones will linger. It's not that the losers won't be around 5 years from now. It's just people will still have their money stuck in them and not be able to get it out. I'm telling you, as you invest in this space and when other people ask you about this space, before you put your money in anything, look at the team behind it and then spend some time looking at the team's track record. Go to their LinkedIn, see what they've done before, see if they have a history of success. I mean, here's the problem with crypto assets. And guys, this is a sad fact that you're gonna have to understand. All of the people that created these assets that you're looking at on this screen, all of them, you see that? I'm going down. I'll even go down. You can go down to the top 100. You ready? All of the creators are already filthy rich, okay? And they haven't delivered on the promise of their projects, period. They're rich before they deliver the goods. This is a very unique space. They've created an asset that has value. People like us invest in it, and they're instantly rich. Now they tell you they're going to deliver on the promise of their project. Here's what you have to ask yourself. Are they going to deliver on their promise of their project? Because if they don't deliver on the promise of their project, you're not getting your money. So I challenge everyone to consider that when you invest in something. Who's the team? What's the track record? When have they been successful? Where were they successful? I know they're already rich now, but will they see the project through? Because I got news for you. Some people make a lot of money and get lazy. Some people don't. Some people are so driven by the use case of their product, which I personally believe that the Ripple people are, but that's just me, and you make your own judgment. Some people are so driven by the use case that that's as important or more important than the money they made, okay? So be sure you're backing a project with your investments where you have passionate founders and co-founders who are going to deliver on the goods they're promising. And I can't be more passionate to you guys than that. I swear. I mean, that is just how I feel. What else do I want to talk about? Okay, so the next thing I want to talk about was, oh, here, okay. I talk about security all the time. One of the things that I recently did, I finally got a VPN, which is fantastic. Anybody who, and I bet you 9 out of 10 of you are not using a VPN, which somebody told me several years ago to start using. If you want to try a VPN, you can get a 7-day trial with this company for 99 cents. I'm going to have a link in the description of this video and the comments of this video below if you guys want to try it. It's just a great way to get on the internet and surf the internet and nobody to know where you are, and it just masks your location. So I think that's important because hackers are out there. So if you're interested, use the link in my description. I would appreciate it. And then the last thing I want to show you was this video, which I thought was great. And watch this.
Oh! Oh! Babe! Oh! Babe! Just come here, quick. Okay. I just need you to trim it.
No,
Just trim it where right at the top of the finger is, okay?
Are you sure?
Right there, quick.
Let me call somebody. Just let me call
No,
somebody.
don't use both hands because it's very thick, okay? No, down a little bit further, down there.
It's gonna hurt.
No, you're gonna need to go down right there.
I'm trying.
No,
Right
there.
I'm trying.
Right there.
I'm trying.
Right there. Okay.
That is hilarious.
Right there.
I mean, I don't know. I can't believe.
Right there.
I don't know if I believe it. I really don't know if I believe it. Anyway, it was great. Thanks to Stephen Chip for posting that on Twitter. Hey, if you're not following Stephen Chip, he's a great guy, and he has a program on the chain. Super smart guy. I love listening to him. I listened to him this morning. He did an interview. They did a roundtable with Mark. Why can't I think of Mark's last name on Twitter? He's a super great guy too. So anyway, follow Stephen Chip. I am not a financial advisor. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a deli counter worker, and I'm not a crypto expert. These are my opinions only. Don't make any financial decisions based on anything I say. This video is intended for entertainment purposes only. Please like and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed by now, what are you waiting for? Please subscribe today and share my videos with anybody who you think might like them. And everyone have a fantastic day, and keep your eye on the news, on the financial news, and look for the commercial from Grayscale.